Sir, I would like to talk about our concerns. The first thing is special category status for our state. Special category status is not something which we are demanding, sir. I would like to clear the air about this special category state. On March 2, 2014, in the cabinet meet, the then Prime Minister passed, or a cabinet note was generated saying that like special category status be given to Andhra Pradesh and it should be implemented immediately. So I have the cabinet note also here. Sir, it is disappointing that in the last 5 years, nothing substantial has been done and nothing has been mentioned about special category status also, sir. And there were few members who spoke even in the House that 14th Finance Commission objected to special category status. But it is not a fact, as Mr. Abhijit Sen, who is a member of the Finance Commission, he clearly wrote a letter saying that Finance Commission has got nothing to do with a special category status and it is only an executive decision. And I have the letter also here which says that Finance Commission has got nothing to do with special category status and it's only executive decision. With a stroke of a pen we can accord special category status, sir. I'll tell you the reason also for this. Our state was split against our wishes. We didn't want our state to be split because we don't have a capital, nothing was there. But we were promised a lot of things. Act was enacted like AP Reorganization Act which promised a lot of things. But if you see today, nothing, no word has been kept. What word has been given in the floor of the House, it has not been fulfilled also. To give the magnitude of the situation in Andhra Pradesh, I would like to quote again, sir. I have spoken about this earlier also. I just want to bring to the notice of the House again. The debt of our state from independence for the residual state of Andhra Pradesh was 90,000 crores. And in these 5 years, our debt is now, it's like huge, 2,60,000 crores, and we are having an interest burden of 20,000 crores per year. If this is the situation in a couple of years or after 3 years, it will be difficult for us even to pay our salaries, or let alone development of the state. And the 14th Finance Commission projected that the revenue deficit will be 22,000 crores between 2015 to 2020. And it was promised that the state will be given enough support. It was even mentioned in the Prime Minister's address that the state will be adequately supported. And but if you see, sir, all the words given in the floor of the House, what has been done? Nothing has been done, sir. They are not keeping up any promises. We want support to our state. We've been unjustly divided. We expect support from the government. It is right time to act also, because the 22,000 revenue deficit which was expected in the last 5 years is close to almost 63,000 crores. Like, how do you expect a new state without a capital, without proper infrastructure to generate such amount? And that is our question, sir. And a lot of industrial incentives have also been promised, and 1 or 2 incentives have been announced for our state. But to give a real fact, if you to see what actually came to our state, even in spite of these incentives, nothing substantial has come in. If you see the report of DIPP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, nothing more than 4,000, 5,000 crores investment has come in for the past 5 years, apart from 1 year where we got 9,000 crores. So if you check all the IEMs filed, we will get the stark reality where nothing substantial is happening. We are not getting proper employment. We have a lot of youth. They are all highly disgruntled because we can't see a proper future where our youth is going to get jobs. So special category status, as was promised, is our demand. We want special category status to be implemented, sir. We are not asking something which is new. What you have promised, it's time to keep up your word. That is what we are demanding. And if you get into this AP Reorganization Act, which was passed in the floor of this house. A lot has been promised, like for us a steel plant in Kadapa had been promised. There's no mention in the budget, there's no fund allocation for that. We have been given for backward districts like special development package, but even the funds allotted have not been released for the past 2 years. And even if you see in the Prime Minister's speech, it was told that a development package in the lines of Koraput, Bolangir, Kalaandi package will be given. But there's nothing, there's no mention also. And even a package like Bundelkhand, a special package like the Bundelkhand package will be given. But so far there's no mention at all. The AP Reorganization Act clearly states in Section 94, Para 1, it says the central government shall take appropriate fiscal measures, including offering of tax incentives to the successor states to promote industrialization and economic growth in both the states. We would like to know what you have given in the past 5 years and what is the result of that, sir. We'd like the minister to specifically talk about that. There's no mention of Dugrajpatnam port or the Vizag-Chennai industrial corridor. Sir, even the metro rail project is going at a snail pace. Nothing has started. And let alone the Visakhapatnam, Tirupati airports, they were promised to be international airports. You forget developing the airports, sir. The flights now are getting cancelled. We requested the minister not to cancel the flights because of our state should be treated in a special way. Sir, one more thing. The Polavaram project is like lifeline for our states, very important. I would like to bring to the notice of the Honorable Minister that Polavaram project is a national project which was supposed to be built by the central government. But a part of the India government's decision was that the state government would construct it. But one thing we're not able to understand, sir, Polavaram project cannot be built in 1 year. It takes like 6-7 years, and now it's going to take 2 or 2.5 years more to construct it. The central government said that we will only stick to the initial proposed amount and we will not increase the value of the Polavaram project. This is not fair because it is an irrigation project. The foundations may vary and the cost is bound to change. There are escalations. So we request that the total cost of a Polavaram project be borne by the central government as it was promised. And sir, one more issue I would like to minister to clear air about this. The 15th Finance Commission, as part of devolution of funds to the states, is taking the 2011 population census. Earlier it was 1971 population census, but if you take the 2011 population census, states like Andhra Pradesh, which effectively implemented family planning control, will be grossly affected because our population has been controlled very well. There have been like a lot of effective measures taken by the government. If you see, there have been a lot of slogans like we too, ours too, and all this effective family things. But if we are not going to be treated, this is not going to be, this is not going to be considered according to 1971. And if our population is down and funds are going to be down, then I think the population control measures is not really going to matter. We wish that justice be done in this and proper measures are taken so that states which effectively implemented population measures are not at a disadvantage. And there is one more scheme, Har Ghar Jal. Har Ghar Jal, we'd like to know the modalities because our government is planning to do like give piped water to every household in the state within 2 years, but not in 5 years as it was mentioned by the Honorable Minister. So it's going to, we wish the government comes out with modalities and helps us soon. And there's one more issue I would like to bring. It's regarding GST. So there are two important points. We have enough time. We have enough time, sir.
No.
So I would like to bring to your notice that, see, there was the Honorable Minister spoke about a elephant story where if you don't pay proper taxes, your fields will get trampled. Here there's a case, sir, like those people who are doing government contracts who have started before the GST was announced. And after the GST, a lot of governments are not paying the GST to the contractors. A lot of governments are not paying the GST.
Yes.
I would like to give me 2 minutes, sir.
No, already you consumed 10 minutes.
We already have, in the BSc we have discussed, we have enough time for this.
No.
I'm just keeping a track of my time. I need 2 more minutes.
Your allotted time already consumed.
I have 2 more minutes, sir.
Yeah, please. Within 1 minute.
And
1 minute.
the governments are not paying the GST to the people doing the government contracts, but the GST department is putting penalties and filing cases on them. So we'd like the government to devise a mechanism where if the governments don't pay the GST to the business community, it should be, prevented from putting penalties and things like that. And one more thing, sir, I would like to say that if Make in India has to be successful, the banking system has to be put in place. So, due to the paucity of time, I think I will close it with this here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Please watch Tulasi News.
Please subscribe to Tulasi News.